From the Earl Hutto Studio on Troy University's Troy campus, this is the 2021 Student Government Association's Officers Candidate Debate.
Hello, welcome to Troy University Student Government Association Officer Candidate Debate, televised on Troy TrojanVision. I'm Brady Talbert. The Troy campus SGA officer election is coming up on Wednesday, March 31st. And during this program, you'll get the chance to hear from candidates running for SGA President, Executive Vice President, Vice President of Campus Affairs, Vice President of Internal Affairs, and the Executive Secretary. Now, some of the questions we'll pose to the candidates were submitted by students, and others were developed by members of the SGA and members of Troy's student involvement staff. In this first segment of the debate, candidates for Executive Secretary and the Vice Presidential positions will each have 1 minute to introduce themselves, and will have 1 minute to respond to each of 2 questions. The order in which candidates for each office will speak and respond was determined by random chance before our telecast. Now let's meet the candidates for SGA Executive Secretary. Mason Baker is a freshman accounting major from Midland City. Mason Baker, you have 1 minute to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Brady. Like you said, my name is Mason Baker. I'm a freshman from Dothan, Alabama. This past year, I got an amazing opportunity to serve as a delegate on Freshman Forum. I was a part of the Student Welfare Committee. This upcoming summer, I'm excited to be working with the Living Stones Ministry as a counselor, and just excited for this opportunity to get to serve this university. Thank you, Brady.
Thank you, Mason. Ava Cornazza is a sophomore business administration major from Niceville, Florida. Ava, you have 1 minute to introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, my name is Ava Cornazza and I am from Niceville, Florida. I'm majoring in business administration. I am a sister of Alpha Gamma Delta, and I'm a member of National Honor Society of Leadership and Success, and I'd love to see what I can do for this campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Ava. Our next candidate for SGA Executive Secretary is Jason J. Fry, a freshman English major from Frisco City. Jason, you have 1 minute to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Brady. My name is Jason Fry. I am an English major and leadership development minor from Monroeville, Alabama. I've had the chance to serve as a delegate on the Student Welfare Committee in the Freshman Forum, a civic scholar under civic engagement, and I am very excited to be here and be in Troy and have the chance to serve as the Executive Secretary for the SGA. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. I have a question for each of you that you will answer, and you'll answer the question in the reverse order in which you introduced yourself, starting with Jason Fry. The SGA retreat is the largest event planned by the Executive Secretary. What plans do you have for the SGA retreat?
So one of the plans I have for the SGA retreat would be to set up maybe a gathering events for them to sort of get to know each other better. So the executives and the senators, that is one plan that I have, and also for them to maybe answer some fun questions from the student body. And so, yeah, so those are some of the plans that I have to be as Executive Secretary.
Ava, you have 1 minute to answer that same question, and if you didn't hear it, the SGA retreat is one of the largest events planned by the Executive Secretary. What plans do you have for the SGA retreat?
Some plans I have for the SGA retreat. I want to make sure that I have activities planned that includes everybody, and so we all get to know each other. So the dynamic of the senators, we get to know each other, and that we just flow and learn everybody's personalities so we can work better and get more things done.
Thank you. Now, Mason Baker, the SGA retreat is one of the largest events planned by the Executive Secretary. What plans do you have for the SGA retreat?
Thank you, Brady. While I was in high school, I was a part of a leadership committee, and when we had our retreat, we had a specialist come in and do all sorts of games and activities amongst all of us to get us to know each other's personalities, create friendships, and so that's something I would like to bring to the SGA retreat. That way we can all bond together and we can learn each other and we can be the strongest unit we can be.
For your second question, immediately before we began, each candidate drew a sealed envelope randomly containing a question pertinent to the office in which he or she is a candidate. And now we'll hear those questions for the candidates, starting with Mason Baker. Mason. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are topics many organizations and businesses are talking about right now. In terms of diversity, what area of the university can do better?
I think in terms of diversity, I think we can do better in in leadership opportunities. In freshman forum, we talked a lot about this, that we needed to see people from different backgrounds and different walks of life, and we needed to be able to represent all these communities effectively. And so I think that that's something that needs to be improved on in the freshman forum and also in the Student Government Association, and that we can give everybody the equal opportunity that they deserve. Thank you.
Thank you, Mason. And now for Ava. Ava, your question is, the Executive Secretary has the responsibility to maintain an accurate record of those who attend SGA Senate meetings. If you saw a senator losing interest in SGA, how would you address that?
I would address that by going up to them personally, being kind, and just seeing where they're coming from. Everybody has a lot of stuff going on in college, and just try to make them feel as comfortable as possible so they do want to continue to serve as a senator, because this is an amazing campus, and I'd hate to see them leave the Senate.
Thank you, Ava. Now, Jason, your individual question is, communication skills are essential to a good leader. What would you consider to be your best communication skill? Writing, speaking, interpersonal skills, and can you give us an example?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brady. So one of my skills is being able to communicate verbally with people. I really enjoy public speaking, like interpersonal skills. One example that I would give would be when I organized the Unity Walk here on the Trojan campus. So I had the opportunity to reach out to the 101 Elite Men, the Miss Elite Society, the SGA, the Freshman Forum, and so we all were able to get together and organize the event, and we were able to bring out a lot of people. So I think that when it comes to communication, public speaking and interpersonal skills are my greatest values that I would bring to the Office of the Executive Secretary. Thank you.
Thank you. Jason Fry, Ava Cornazza, and Mason Baker, your candidates for SGA Executive Secretary.